What up, y'all? That's that new Job for a Cowboy. What do you think of that, Josh?
Slams.
The entire album will probably make my... Actually, you know what? Will definitely make my top 5 albums of the year this year. How about you, Josh? Is it in your top 5?
It's awesome, but no, it's not in my top 5.
Not in your top 5?
No.
Cool. I know we talked about our top 5 first episode. We got through, I think, 3 of the 5, so we'll talk about the other 2 maybe a little bit later today.
That sounds good.
Nice. Anyway, we are the Headbanging Honkeys.
That's so awesome.
2 white kids who love metal, who have always loved metal. My name is Jason. I'm your host. With me is my co-host, Mr. Josh.
What's going on?
If you guys like to follow us on Twitter, you can find me at Agent Dustle. Josh, where can everybody find you on Twitter?
At Captain Spitter.
Awesome. Awesome name. Best name ever. Maybe one of these days we'll go into the story of how you got that name.
Oh, I would love that.
Very, very cool. So like I said, this is the Headbanging Honkeys, the show that is all about metal. We're going to talk about metal 24/7.
All day, every day.
Pretty much what we do anyway,
We're like
right?
7-Eleven. We're open for metal 7-Eleven.
That could be our slogan for our non-existent 24-hour metal store. Crazy week this week. One of the more sadder times of the year for us metalheads.
Absolutely.
December 8th is a crazy day for music in general. In the metal world, December 4th, 2004. I'm sorry, December 8th, 2004. We lost easily the greatest guitar player of all time, Dimebag Darrell from Pantera.
The greatest.
Crazy fan, jumped up on stage, shot him a couple times in the head. Also shot a fan, also shot a security guard.
And 2 of the roadies.
Yeah. Pretty sad stuff. And what's crazy about it, too, is also the anniversary of the death and shooting of John Lennon, one of the founding members of the Beatles. So crazy day for music, a sad day for music. We also do have a couple nice things, though. Jim Morrison's birthday, December 8th.
Love that guy.
So that's always nice. So Dimebag Darrell, he was shot, like I said, December 8th, 2004. Josh, do you remember what you were doing when you heard that news?
I think I was over at my friend's house, and we were doing something, and another friend of ours walked in and told us, and we were like, that's not funny at all. And we went and found out like the next day that it was true, and we were like, wow, dude. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I cried.
It was 2004, so we didn't have Twitter and things like that back then. I didn't end up finding out till the next day either, and I, like you, my friend, cried on that one for sure.
Who didn't cry?
Anybody who is not only just a Pantera fan, I mean, even if you're not a Pantera fan, which I don't know how that's possible, but you could at least understand, the importance of Dimebag and his impact on the community and on music in general. I've got a clip here of a news clip from that night, and just to give you some perspective here about how hectic and scary things were that night. Josh, I know you and I especially, we go to a lot of shows, and listening to this clip, it almost brings tears in my eyes because I can't even think about what would happen or how I would feel if this happened at a show. This is nuts. Check this out.
Inside the El Rosa Villa nightclub, where 5 people were shot. For a look at what happened as it happened. News 5's Reagan Butler talked to a man whose girlfriend was armed with a camera as it all went down. Reagan?
Well, Curtis, the woman that shot this home video was literally 20 feet away when the first gunshot was fired. Tonight, we're going to take you inside the night.
It's like somebody had like a camcorder at the show. Like remember the old camcorders?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, listen closely. The first thing that you're going to hear is gunfire. Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
I mean, this is seconds after the show starts. By this time, all the house lights are on, security's everywhere, people are running everywhere. I mean, it's absolutely hectic. And here's the rest of it.
Dimebag Darrell, the lead guitarist for the group Damage Plan, is on the floor, now surrounded by security. Moments after he started playing, police say a man jumped on stage and shot him multiple times in the head.
There
What
were
a
shots and
douchebag.
shots and
I can't even imagine what would be going through my head if we were at a show and that happened. It's absolutely insane. What was the guy's beef? He thought he was upset because he broke up Pantera,
He blamed Dimebag for the demise of Pantera.
so he decided to shoot him.
I mean, for whatever reason, I guess. I mean, what a fucking douchebag,
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
Honestly, like
It's
you
bad.
go to a show to enjoy music. We get it. Pantera's not together. We got it. They formed Damage Plan. Phil had other projects. We still had everybody. And you totally fucking ruined us ever being able to see a reunion.
Yeah, and could you imagine too? I mean, look at how good these guys are as musicians, and Dimebag, definitely one of a kind, definitely in the top echelon of guitar players that have ever lived. How much he could have gotten incrementally better as he got older, like a lot of people do.
Exactly.
He could have ended up being one of the greatest, if not the greatest guitar player of all time, and we'll just never know now. On the opposite side of that, the John Lennon story, when that broke, I mean, this was obviously back in 1980, so...
I wasn't even born.
You weren't even born. I wasn't even born for not another year. But the way the John Lennon story broke, looks like a Miami Dolphins and maybe like a Buffalo Bills football game. And Howard Cosell was announcing the game, and this is how the world found out that John Lennon had been shot.
Opportunity whatsoever. Timeout is called. 3 seconds remaining. John Smith is on the line, and I don't care what's on the line, Howard. You have got to say what we know in the booth.
Yes, we have to say it. Remember, this is just a football game, no matter who wins or loses. An unspeakable tragedy confirmed to us by ABC News in New York City. John Lennon, outside of his apartment building on the west side of New York City, the most famous perhaps of all of the Beatles, shot twice in the back, rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, dead on arrival. Hard to go back.
That's how the world found out that John Lennon had died.
That's crazy.
Was with the commentating on the football game. Now later in the evening, there was an announcement on the radio, and here's how, if you hadn't been watching that football game, here's how basically the rest of the world found out that John Lennon had been shot.
Here again is a wrap-up. John Lennon is dead. He was 40. One of the best accounts we've gotten so far is from a New York policeman, Officer Miller, and we're going to let you hear kind of what he has to say about the whole thing.
Approximately 10:30 this evening, John Lennon and his wife exited either a car or a taxi cab and walked into the Dakota Hotel where they lived. They were followed in by at least one youth who opened fire on him and shot him several times. The police responded to the scene as quickly as possible. One man was arrested, and John Lennon was taken to the hospital. And later on, I found out he was pronounced dead. So that's the way it stands. They have one in custody, and John Lennon is dead as of this time.
Have you heard any motive at all?
Negative, sir. I have no idea what the radio claimed. No negative. No idea why.
Okay. Again.
Isn't it crazy how in both instances it was a crazed fan, and there was really no particular reason that they did it?
I mean, it's retarded.
I can't believe it.
I mean, this is my opinion, dude. Like, it's a tragedy that John Lennon died, but in all honesty, this is my opinion. I really don't like the Beatles.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to like the Beatles.
But, I mean, for people to love music and you're going to kill an artist because they did something or said something, like, who does something like that?
It's like if you don't like the band, then just don't listen to them.
Exactly.
I don't understand how hard that is.
Exactly.
Well, at least on a brighter note, with the death of Dimebag and the death of John Lennon, both on December 8th, we do have a birthday on December 8th, and that is Jim Morrison of The Doors. Have you ever seen the Doors movie with Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer nails it.
One of my favorite rock/music movies of all time, for sure. Jim Morrison, huge influence on the rock community. In fact, some of the old Doors, like if you listen to Break On Through, that's a metal song, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's a metal song.
Light My Fire.
Yeah. Great song. LA Woman, this is a
Greatest song ever was The End.
The End is great. Riders on the Storm is great.
Just because that one line, he's like, "Mother, yes, son, I want to kill you." I'm like, that's metal all the way, dude.
It sure is. I was introduced to the Doors. I knew who they were, but my friend Pat, who's into them big time, he actually got me to really sit down and listen to them, and I'm really glad I did because they were the very roots of what we listen to today for sure.
I love it.
Cool, man. We're going to take a quick break. Josh, do you have some music to take us out?
I sure do.
What is that you're going to play for us, sir?
This band, their new album just came out. The song's called Human Disaster, and it's the Acacia strain.
The Acacia strain.
The Acacia strain.
The
I'm
Acacia
sorry.
strain. What's the song called again?
Human Disaster.
Okay, great. Here we go.
Bury me in the nameless grave. I came from God, the world to save. I brought them wisdom from Allah, worship and liberty and love. They slew me, for I did disparage therefore religion, law, and marriage. So be my grave without a net, that earth may swallow up my shame.
Rest and deserve to die. Liars lie. No chance to say goodbye. No fingerprints, no face. Good without a trace. The air is refreshing. Calling out your existence. Live on the dark. Pass by the worm. Swallow your teeth. Drown in your tears. Lose yourself in slaves. Surrender to your fears. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Can you die happy? Happy you die. Rest in
Welcome back, Headbanging Honkeys. My name's Jason. With me is my co-host Josh.
What's going on?
You just heard a killer song by the Acacia strain, or what Josh likes to call the Acacia strain, because he can't speak. The song's called Human Disaster. Pretty good song. We are going to see them December 16th.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. That's going to be an awesome show. Have you seen them or no?
I've seen them twice.
Do you remember with who?
The first time I saw them was at the Old Orpheum.
At the Old Orpheum?
The Old Orpheum.
Oh, nice.
And they opened up for Scars of Tomorrow.
Oh, God. I remember that band.
Bury Your Dead.
Oh, nice. I bet that was an awesome show. When was that?
Man.
Because Scars of Tomorrow had one really awesome album, I remember. I think it may have been their first one.
It was off their first album, and it was also the Acacia's. I can't say it.
When was the other time you saw them?
I think it was at the Old Orpheum again, and I don't remember with who.
Yeah. What about Amir? Have you seen them?
Never, and I'm so excited.
It's been 3 times for us, and all 3 times were in Minneapolis.
I'm so pumped to see them live, dude.
Once in a small room, and the other 2 times were in normal rooms.
I've just seen. Well, the last time they were here, I was on House Arrest, and that show sold out.
Yeah, was that Orpheum or?
I was at the new Orpheum.
And this one's at the Orpheum, right?
Yep.
They the thing about them, I'm not a huge fan of them personally, but they go off live, and the kids go crazy. That's one of the shows where I end up standing by the sound booth because I'm not getting anywhere near that. I'm way too fragile and I'm way too old.
And then there's another band that's opening up that I've always wanted to see, and they're from New York. They're called Stray from the Path. They're They're like the New York, Brooklyn style of Rage Against the Machine.
I gotcha. Yeah, I know you've showed them to me a few times.
Oh, man, I'm so pumped to see that show.
Cool, man. Well, this is the Oh Man and show. We're going to talk a little bit now about not maybe necessarily our 5 favorite songs of all time, but 5 really badass songs that we've always loved for our entire lives. Does that sound about right, Josh?
Yeah.
This was your idea. So.
Yeah, it's the top 5 list.
The top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to maybe try doing top 5 stuff, I don't know, every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Screw it. We're the Headbanging Honkeys. We do what we want.
God damn it.
No, oh, man.
Oh, man.
How many times do you think you said that last episode?
A lot.
We should play a drinking game where we take a drink every time you say, oh, man, or I say,
I might say it a lot during my top 5.
Okay, cool. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, Josh, so top 5 songs that you've loved for your entire life, what would you say would be your number 5?
My number 5 was American Head Charge, and the song's called Just So You Know.
Oh, I know this one.
First time I heard this song, I was like, oh, man.
Is this off of The Art of War?
Yes.
So this would have been what, 2000?
2000,
99?
2001?
01, somewhere right around there. Do you ever if I try to remember like when an album came out, I try to think of like where I lived and stuff, and then it kind of helps me figure out like what year it was.
I lived too many places in my life to do that.
Yeah, because I went from Lakeland to Tallahassee to Tampa to Minneapolis and back to Tampa. So I've only had a few moves.
I've had so many moves in my life, dude.
But when I think about American Head Charge in this song,
I was in Tampa.
It reminds me of being in Tallahassee. So I'm like 01, maybe 2000. Anyway. That's one of your top favorite bands too.
Top 5, one of my top 5 favorite bands. This band was so underrated, dude.
Yeah,
so underrated.
Well, I'm glad to hear you told me last episode that they're still doing stuff. That's great.
They're like I said, they're in the studio right now, cutting an album.
Awesome.
What is your number 5 there?
I got one for
Jason?
you. This I don't. It's really hard for me to put numbers to these songs. It's like when you talk to people about music who are really into music, and then you ask them their 5 favorite songs of all time. It's almost an impossible task. But anyway, this song just kicks the crap out of me. There's really no other way to say it.
Oh man.
Song is Bleed by Meshuggah, one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time, on the album Obzen. You know my favorite part of the song?
What is it?
After that long bridge, and then the song kicks back in. Let me get there real quick for you. If you see this live, you will shit your pants.
I want to see it live.
There's like a 1.5-minute long bridge that builds up to that moment, and it is literally, when you see it live, it's a freaking explosion. It's
I remember
insane.
the first time I heard this song.
Bleed?
Yeah, I was at your house.
The old house in Tampa?
Yes.
What were we doing?
Drinking.
Oh, yeah?
And you were like, hey, dude, you know Meshuggah? And I was like, absolutely. And you were like, well, their new album just came out, and you should hear this song. And we were in your living room, and you put it on, and I think I had an orgasm at the time.
You ever want to get your mind blown? Have you ever watched the drum playthrough video for that song of the drummer?
Yeah. Oh man.
That
See?
It just happens. It just happens. That song takes so much endurance to play. It's unbelievable. Have you heard the version? Somebody took the song and slowed it down by 20%.
Yes.
It's on YouTube. Check this out.
I want to know who thinks about doing stuff like this.
It's
It's so awesome.
Since it's 20% slower, that also means the tuning is a couple of steps lower. And so that's why it sounds so chuggy and heavy.
People know how to headbang to this version.
Oh, yeah, they can actually hear it. The great thing about that, though, there's actually some purpose behind that, I think, because if you're a drummer and you slow it down that much, there are so many little things that he does as a drummer. He throws in hits where they're not supposed to go, and that's what throws people off and why people can't headbang. On top of that, they're doing a lot of polyrhythm stuff, so he's playing one beat with his hands and another beat with his feet. I mean, it's just off the wall. But when you slow it down like this, as a musician, it's much easier to hear it and actually figure out what the hell they're doing.
That's why they're the quantum physics of metal.
The quantum physicist of metal, absolutely. Anyway, Bleed by Meshuggah kicks my ass, always has, always will. What do you got, Josh?
My number 4 is by one of the greatest bands of all time, Tool, and the song is called Hooker with a Penis.
Oh, nice. I can't say enough about Tool. I just can't. That's why they're one of my favorite bands of all time.
They should be in everybody's favorites.
I know. They're one of those bands to me, they just cannot do anything wrong.
I don't think they've ever put out one bad song.
No. I mean, they've got their fillers and stuff that people kind of complain about sometimes, but, you know, it's part of the album. It's part of the story they're trying
those
to tell.
people are dumb.
But what's really great is when they play some of that stuff live and they change it up a little bit. So they'll play the same song and they'll play the same little interludes and stuff, but they change it a little bit. And sometimes it ends up being, I read this, it sometimes ends up being unique to that night and that performance. So one city might get one version of a song, and another city gets another version of the song. Unbelievable.
I'm down for that anytime.
Absolutely. I as well have one by Tool. This is probably my favorite Tool song of all of them, actually. This is Eulogy off of Enema. My favorite part, actually. That album came out in 96.
Wow.
96.
And it's still relevant till today.
It's 100% relevant. Absolutely. The song Enema is all about, you know, California falling off the face of the earth
and
because of a major
coming
earthquake.
close.
Yeah. They're just basically telling the future. That's all. Anyway, Tool, again, can't really say much more, man. To me, it comes down to a couple songs. This, 46 and 2, Push It.
I'm going to have to agree with all those, but because it's my favorite song and I just played it, Hooker with a Penis.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure.
Eulogy is awesome. 46 and 2 is amazing.
What else you got, Josh?
My third is by a band from Peoria, Illinois, and it's
Wayne's World?
Yeah. It's Mudvanye, and the song's called Under My Skin.
Wanted to be till like you taste. Don't need your goddamn pressure button stress. Superman motherfucker love yes, on my chest. Trying to step in my circle, I'm leaving you purple and black on your back. Drop your ass like a heart attack.
This part right here, dude.
I saw them back then.
Oh, so did I.
All painted faces and everything. Yep. In Orlando, small place.
In New York.
Yeah. That album is way better than people think it is.
Yes.
If you go back, if you haven't listened to that album in a long time, because it did come out during the whole quote-unquote nu metal phase, I get that. But if you go back and listen to that album now, if you haven't done it in many, many years, go do it. Put on a set of headphones. There's a couple things that I want you to listen for. The mix is absolutely perfect. The bass is perfect. The vocals are perfect. The sound is just amazing. Listen to the rhythm section of any song on that album. Listen to the bass. Listen to the drums. Those guys are geniuses when it comes to rhythm.
You know, the first time I heard them, we were at a friend's house in New York, and we were drinking, and we were watching MTV2, and they used to do those songs on the side.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, dude, what is that? And it came on, it was Dig, and I lost my fucking mind.
You're like, who are these guys?
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, man.
I don't even care if they got painted faces. I don't even care.
Awesome.
This is the new Kiss.
The new Kiss. Good one.
What do you got, Jason?
I first heard this song sitting at my dad's house with headphones on one weekend. I was probably 10, 11 years old. I pulled out this album, or I'm sorry, I pulled out the CD, and it's like a Lady Liberty, and she's blindfolded, and there's ropes pulling her down.
I know what it is.
And she's holding a scale in her one hand. And if you guys don't know this by now,
It's the guy that goes, yeah.
this is Metallica and Justice for All, and my favorite song on that album. And the reason I chose this song for this segment, this song was one of the first songs, if not the first song. This is a 9.5, almost 10-minute long song. This song set the base for me for these big, long, epic songs that bands do nowadays.
I agree.
This is the first one. This song takes you on a trip.
This is my favorite album they ever did.
Oh, yeah, I have this on vinyl. It's fantastic. As far as songwriting, it's easily their best album.
This one and Kill 'Em All. I don't know why. I've always been fascinated with Kill 'Em All.
Well, when Kill 'Em All came out, it was like 84.
And it's like thrash metal punk.
Yeah, but that was what blew Metallica up, and that's what made them so popular where they came from, because nobody had ever done what they were doing.
But this is their best work.
In my opinion, I agree. But I will have to say, if you talk about sound quality, the Black Album's almost perfect. The mix is absolutely perfect.
It's sad but true.
It is sad but true. You have one more, or are you out?
No, we have two more.
Oh, because I only have one more.
What?
Yeah.
So you don't have five then?
1, 2, 3. Oh, I have one more. Sorry, my bad.
See?
All right, cool. What do you got next?
The next one is by my favorite band of all time, the Black Dahlia Murder, and the song's called Elder.
Oh, yeah. This is a song you stage dive to.
Every time I see these guys live, I stage dive to this song because it's my favorite song.
That show was awesome that we went to.
Oh,
fantastic. Every time they come through, we got to see them.
It's a party, dude.
Oh, for sure. Everybody goes. It's great. Trevor's hair is real long now. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's getting fatter.
Did you pick up that DVD that just came out?
Fool 'Em All?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
It's 3D.
Yeah, no, there's a couple parts that are 3D, and like these wieners are flying out
Yeah,
at you
the
and stuff.
wieners.
It's so funny.
Trevor's going like this. He's like, and these wieners are hitting the new guy, Alan, in the face.
Dude, their other DVD is hilarious too. The first one.
What is it called? Majesty.
Yep. Yeah, the Majesty DVD.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
I have everything they ever done.
I think I do too. I'm over here looking at
you
my.
have it. You have it.
I know I have that, but I think I have everything they've ever done. I think.
It's my favorite band of all time. I have everything.
Oh shizzle.
Except for the new 7-inch that they just came out with covers.
Oh, didn't they cover a bunch of like old black metal songs?
Like
and stuff?
black metal, and I think there's a punk band on there that they covered.
Nice. I like when bands do that stuff.
Oh, yes. What about you, Jason?
My next one is from our favorite guys from France. something about that riff always gets me.
I'm just pissed off that I've only seen them once.
Oh man, they absolutely destroy live every single time. This is Gojira. The song's called Oroborus on the album The Way of All Flesh. These guys are consistently in my top 5 favorite bands of all time. I love their message. I love their musicianship. And listen to this. They are so fun to watch live, too. The bass player is off the chain. The guy's running around, jumping around, acting crazy. The amount of sound that they produce, every time I see them, it is unbelievable every single time. And if they're not if they're not headlining, they blow the headliner out of the water. It happened with In Flames.
Oh, they blew them out of the water.
It happened with Trivium and Machine Head, and it just happened with Mastodon. When Mastodon came on, people were still excited, but the energy was completely different. Completely different.
Damn.
What else you got, Josh?
All right, so this is my favorite song of all time, and it's been my favorite ever since the first time I heard it. And I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to spoil it, but this is my favorite song of all time.
Oh, yeah.
It's Filter with Hey Man, Nice Shot.
I've seen you do this for karaoke many, many times.
This song is so epic.
Whenever it starts, people always like look around like, what the hell? And then you do a really good job of actually
thank you.
Performing the song. And by the end of it, dude, the entire place is cheering and screaming and clapping and giving you high fives and stuff. It's awesome. I think we got it on video somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I got it on the video. This is my first concert of all time.
I remember one of the rumors of this song was that it was about Kurt Cobain. Remember that rumor?
Yeah.
Have you seen the video that the song's actually referencing?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. This guy just pulls out a gun in the middle of like a courtroom, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
He just blows his head off right in front of everybody. It's nuts.
And it was televised. That's
it was
what
on
nobody
TV.
gets. It was
Yeah.
the first televised suicide ever.
This song blew them up.
Oh.
My first show as well.
Yeah?
When they opened for White Zombie.
Oh.
Lakeland Civic Center. 95, I think. My dad took me. I was on the floor and he sat up in the stands.
He was like, "Oh, look at these yuppie kids."
It was awesome. But you know, for my first show, White Zombie, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They came out. There's actually on YouTube. There's clips and entire videos of. I don't think the Lakeland show is on video on YouTube, but somebody got the same tour. And going back and watching it, it brings back a lot of memories. But that was the one where there was like a huge red, like devil's head at the top of the stage. And it was all like kind of carnival-y. The whole stage was like that. It was insane. My first show, I was like 14 years old. It was nuts. Awesome, awesome.
You got one more?
I have one more, my friend. This song, I wouldn't put it in my top 5 of all time, per se. I would put it in my top 5 this year, at least. This is just one of those songs, man. I cannot stop listening to it. It's from a band that we've just gotten into recently. They just put out their EP, Perfect War Forever. The band is called Glass Cloud. The song is called Soul is Dead. This is my favorite part right here. This is not the beginning, but my favorite part. They're one of my favorite bands recently.
Oh man, when we saw them, last month?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my first time ever seeing them.
Yeah, and it's kind of good for you because I've seen them like 4 or maybe even 5 times now.
I know, because of the gay bass player.
Well, they used to have this bass player who apparently is like a classically trained musician.
Well, his voice isn't.
But he did the backing vocals and a lot of the clean vocals from a lot of the songs on the first album, and he always had those whiny, like emo sounding, and it was horrible. It ruined the songs for me. But now, Jerry does the clean parts. He just does them himself, and he does them clean.
And that new guitar player, Dane.
And they got Dane, a second guitar player. So now, Josh can play all those crazy riffs on his 9-string, and Dane can play the backup parts, so they don't have to track anything. So the show is better. It sounds better. They are absolutely killing it.
And
for
it was
me right now.
weird that there was nobody really there when they were playing.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of people.
And I was like, good, get out of here.
Yeah, let us.
I was right in front of the stage.
Let us have it.
Josh
all
wore
to
my hat and
ourselves.
gave me his pick.
That was awesome. Your twin brother.
Oh, Jerry?
Yeah.
That's my brother from another mother.
Awesome. Do you have any other songs, or are you done?
No, that's all my top 5.
That's it for us. Okay, cool. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave you with a great song called Dark Days by Parkway Drive from Australia. This is the breakdown at the end of the song, and it gives me a boner every single time. Anyway, here we go, and we'll be back. Welcome back. Headbanging Honkeys. This is Jason, here with Josh.
What's up?
Song you were listening to right meow is
Right Meow.
CAFO, maybe CAFO, I think it's CAFO, by Animals as Leaders off the first album.
Sumerian Records.
Self-titled Animals as Leaders, by the way. I love them.
They're awesome live.
Unbelievable. Matt Gartzka, the drummer. Oh man.
Oh, man.
That last segment was fun.
I liked it.
It was good times. I think we'll have some fun with this one, too.
Oh, this is going to be a doozy.
So we've actually completely stolen this idea from The Sound of Madness, the other show that we sometimes play with on Sundays.
We play with.
We play with it. The song, or the song, God, thinking metal all the time.
Randy's touching that bean.
Oh, yeah, flick that bean. South Park's the best show ever. The game we play on The Sound of Madness is called Name It If You Can. Something like that. Oh, no, and you can quote me.
And you can quote me.
We keep playing with the name, trying to figure out what we're going to call it.
I like that name.
So the way the game works is we get a list of 20 movies, and Eric, the host of the show, he reads quotes from that movie, and we have to chime in with our names and try to guess what quote the movie's from. So we're going to completely steal that idea, and we're going to do our own little version. So we've got 20 bands listed. Josh has chosen 5. I have chosen 5. We're going to try to stump each other. So, for example, I'm going to play a song, only about 2 seconds. Josh has to guess what song it is, or I'm sorry, what band it is. That gives him a point. There are bonus points available too. So if you know the name of the song, that's a bonus point. If you know the name of the album, that's a bonus point. If you know the year the album came out, so on and so forth. So as many facts or details you can give about the album or the song or the band, you're going to get more points. That makes sense to you, Josh?
It makes a lot of sense. I'm going to get a lot of points.
You're going to get a lot of points. All right, cool. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I say you go first. I always go first. You go first.
All right, I'm going to go first here. So here's how this game's going to work. Well, I already said that.
Yeah.
Here's the list of bands.
Hi, this is Jason, and this
Hi.
is how the game's going to go.
Hi, this is the show with Jason.
And the all-man show with Josh.
So the bands are as follows. Metallica, Slipknot, Machine Head, Slayer, System of a Down, Pantera, Cold Chamber, Mudvanye, Rage Against the Machine, Mastodon, Marilyn Manson, Korn, Meshuggah, The Black Dahlia Murder, Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, As They Lay Dying, August Burns Red, White Zombie, Static X.
All good
You
bands.
got all those?
I got them all.
All great bands. All right, Josh, you ready for this?
Yep.
All right, here's your first one.
Okay.
Whoops, sorry. Stand by.
Animals as leaders.
Stand by, stand by. Let me fix this
I
here
got
right
points.
quick. That's 1 point for you. All right, ready?
Yeah, go ahead. System of a Down.
Boom. System of a Down. What song is it?
Song?
Yeah. I can give you some more hints.
Yeah, give me one more hint. I don't know the name of the song.
What album is it on?
Toxicity?
Nope.
Boom?
Nope, it's not Boom, but it's on the same album as Boom.
Steal This
Steal
Album.
This Album, yep. Okay, no points for Josh.
What? I just got 2 points.
Oh, you got System of a Down. You got 1 point.
And I got Steal This Album.
Yeah, but I had to tell you. You said Toxicity.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Well, I don't get to ask the year?
1 point for you. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Get Your Gun, Marilyn Manson.
Jesus! What year?
Oh, is that on Mechanical Animals?
No.
It's not? Okay.
It's on Portrait of an American Family.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, my name's Jason, and I get 1 point.
No, I got 2 points.
Oh, because you got the name of the song.
I got the name of
yeah,
the song,
put that
too.
in your butt and smoke it.
I don't put things in my butt. All right. All right, ready? It's your turn.
I'm ready.
You listening?
I'm,
Are you
yeah.
listening close?
I'm my mouth's on the mic.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Suicide Silence.
What song? You want a clue?
Unanswered.
No.
Oh, wait. Bludgeon to Death. Pity for a Coward.
No.
Bludgeon to Death. I know it's off of. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Those are your boys.
I know, and I'm drawing a blank right now.
You're gonna hate yourself.
What is it?
You're gonna hate yourself when you hear it.
Yep, go
Let me
ahead.
skip a little forward. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the chorus right here.
Yep,
Ready?
Go ahead. Oh, Wake Up. And the album was No Time to Bleed.
Nice.
So I get 2 points
for you.
Yep.
2 points for you.
Yep. Damn it.
Hey, that was pretty good.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. That was really, really loud, and we probably just blew out some of our listeners' ears.
Okay.
Hang on. Do it again.
Oh, do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, did I get him?
Yikes.
I think I got him.
Let me get another clue.
Okay.
Finding me with smoke.
What the hell is that?
Oh, man. I think I just stumped him. Just tell me you don't know, and I'm gonna.
I don't. I can kind of place it, like
Okay, well,
the era it's from, but
Okay, well,
I don't
that's
know.
not a name.
I don't know what is it.
It's Cold Chamber, and the song's called Rowboat.
What's out? Which album is that on?
Dark Days, the last one.
Oh, I don't have that album.
When I choke. Butterflies in the
I don't have that album.
What?
I don't have that album.
Well, you get no points.
I
So
get no points for Jason on
suck
that
it.
one. Sucks for me.
I can't believe I got you.
I know. What an idiot.
No, come on now.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Rage Against the Machine.
What's the song?
Ah, shit.
That's not it.
Oh. Oh my God. I know it's on Evil Empire.
Okay.
And that came out in 96,
Oh,
97.
nice. No, you got it. 96.
And Down Rodeo.
Nice. You got it. Well, anything else? You got the artist, you got the song, you got the album, you got the year. That's 4 points.
That's a shitload of points for Captain Spitter.
Oh, the old Captain Spitter.
All right, if you don't get this one, there's something wrong with
Let me
you.
see. Yeah, let me see if I can redeem myself on this.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. It's Korn. Oh, it's
You want some more?
You wanna me, I'm coming to you. It's
Do you want some more?
Do
you want some more?
Yeah. Oh my God, what song is this? I'm humming the entire song.
Yep, and I gave you more than a couple seconds
well,
on
it's
that
off
one.
the first album, the self-titled album. It came out in 94.
Yes.
So that's 3 points. Oh, I'm going to punch myself for not knowing the name of the song.
I'll give you a little bit more.
All right. Here comes this sick bass line right here.
That's all you get, sir.
I don't know. I forget the name of the song.
Predictable.
Ah, you're so predictable. God damn it. I knew it. Son of a biatch.
I like it.
All right.
All right.
I got 3 points on that one.
Okay.
I didn't completely make up for my complete disaster, but hey.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Gone without it.
Slipknot.
What's the song?
Shit.
Trace. I don't know.
It's off the self-titled,
Okay.
which came out in 99.
Okay.
And it's Eeyore?
Nope.
Never coming back.
It leads into another song. I'll give you a hint.
Sick?
Do you know what it's like to live with that? No one knows what it's like. The only one who
Damn
knew
it.
me gone.
You got me on the name of the song. What's the name of the song?
It's Frail Limb Nursery into Purity.
Yeah, damn it. I got 3.
At least you got 3. That's
I
good.
got 3 on your face.
Yep. 3 in my face.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Whitechapel.
Yes.
Darkest Day of Man.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Shit, son.
Woo.
Is that on
What's the name of the album?
is that album called? Oh no.
I'll give you a hint.
It's the Saw album. It's the one with the saw on the front of it. What the hell's the name of it? Is it The Saw is the Law or is that a song?
That's the song.
What the hell is the name of that album? I'm drawing a blank. I don't know what it is.
Self-titled.
That's a self-titled album?
It's self-titled.
Damn it. 2011?
It is. Oh,
Oh,
sorry. No, it's not on the self-titled.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. And it was A New Era of Corruption. And that's what I thought it was because I was like, Chino's on this album.
Is that the one with the saw on the front of it?
No.
With the logo?
No,
that was
that's
the album
that's
after.
the self-titled. But 2010.
2010. Did I say 2010 or I say 11?
You said 11.
2 points. Oh, well. All right, cool. This is actually my last one for you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. Machine Head?
Okay. What's the song?
Supercharger?
Nope. Older.
The Burning Red?
Nope.
Is that off that album?
Older than that.
I don't know then.
Do you have any clue what the song is?
Nope.
2007.
Okay.
Song's called Davidian.
What's the album? It's all right. You don't know
Hang
it.
on, wait for this part. Hold on. Nothing yet? 1994, Burn My Eyes. If I'm not mistaken, first album, I think.
Yeah, that was with the one Try to see.
No. That was after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I like that song though. That was a good song.
Are you a huge Machine Head fan?
I mean, The Blackening was amazing.
The Blackening's a fantastic
And Locust
album.
was amazing.
Yeah.
But other than that, and then the one DVD that you had that I watched was pretty awesome.
So the album that kind of brought them back, because they pretty much were almost broken up at one point. In fact, Rob Flynn was going to go sing for your boys, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor,
Drowning Pool, that's right.
Yeah, they were on the verge of breaking up. And they ended up doing Through the Ashes of Empires, and I think that came out in like 07 or 08. And that album is absolutely phenomenal. And then The Blackening was after that, another phenomenal album, and it totally
Can you
reinvented
imagine
them.
if Rob Flynn was with Drowning Pool?
That he would be probably working at Burger King right now if that happened. I'm glad he stayed with Machine Head.
Well, yeah.
What happened was right around 2000, they had an album coming out called the first song off the album is World's Collapsing Around You. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Well, they were going to release that song the same weekend, the same week of 9/11. So 9/11 happened, and MTV was like, we can't play this song because the song's all about the world ending, and the whole song's about buildings crashing
Right.
around you. That's the whole thing. So the album didn't get launched on time, and it cost them a bunch of money, and they were about to break up, but they decided to get back together, and I'm glad they did. Cool.
Yeah.
Are we done, or do I have
No,
one more?
I got one more for you, buddy.
Okay, so I got one more, then we'll tally up the scores.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna be a doozy. Don't tell me I'm gonna get you on this one.
Play it again. I'm trying to nail it.
Yeah, but I kind of did a song they're not famous for, so
I know.
try to stump you. I thought that's what's the rules of the game.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Man.
Oh man. Oh, buddy.
It almost sounds like it would be really, really early Slipknot, or Lord.
Come on, pick one.
I'm gonna go with some of the early Slipknot stuff before this first album came out.
Absolutely not.
What is it? Play it again.
Try to run game.
It's Mudvanye.
Yeah, what's up? Hot three. Hot. Live but uncut. It's System of a Down
never heard
covering Shame on a Nigga by Wu-Tang.
I've never heard this.
What?
Never heard it.
So awesome, dude.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to tally up these scores and see who won. And I'm pretty sure it was Josh, but hey, no worries. Thank you guys, and we'll be right back.
So now I'm rolling down Rodeo with the shotgun. People ain't seen nothing. Browns get mad since they grabbed Aaron's spot one.
What up, y'all? How you doing over there, Josh? Dancing away?
I'm dancing. This is awesome.
This is very awesome. This is one of my favorite bands recently, Vildhjarta, off the original EP Omnislash. The song's called Shiver. They redid Shiver for, I can never pronounce it because it's in Norwegian or Swedish, but it's, I think Mastodon is the name of their first album. They redid the song because it's a band with two singers. The original singer who's doing this part right here. Yeah, that guy left and went to another band. They got another singer, so they redid the song for the new album, and it kills. So welcome back, Headbanging Honkeys.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. I can't believe it. We've talked about this for a long time, and we finally
are doing it.
We're finally doing it. It's pretty awesome. We might be using paper towel rolls for microphone stands, but, you know, we're getting there, right?
In case you got a cough or sneeze.
Yeah, exactly. Double duties.
Or if you orgasm during one of the songs.
Yeah, if one of these songs makes you go, then we have these paper towels right here ready to go.
Clean up
aisle kitchen.
Clean up aisle kitchen.
Oh, man.
That's good stuff.
All right, so here's what we're going to do next. This is going to be fun.
I'm excited for this.
We go to a lot of shows. There's no lie.
You have a smart brain.
Smart brains over here. Mr. Smart Brains.
Mr. Smart Brains.
We're going to run through, if we could put together any show, and there's 5 slots for this show. So here's how we're going to do this. This is going to be your dream show.
Of bands right now.
Of current bands who are playing right now. This, if you were a promoter, these bands have to be bands that are playing right now. Okay?
Got it.
Then we're going to go through, and we're going to say the same show, but it could be any band ever. So even bands that aren't around anymore, band members have passed away, whatever.
That's going to be a good one.
That'll be a fun one. And then the third one we're going to do is we're going to do, since we both are around the same age and we both grew up in the same era of nu metal, we're going to play, we're going to do our top 5 bands, live bands for the nu metal era. Make sense?
Love it.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do first. I'm going to let Josh go first.
Okay.
Josh, I want to hear who is going to open up the show if you were going to put together a show for bands right now.
The opener? would be Molotov Solution.
Oh, the Molotov Solution? That would be awesome. Okay. Well, can you count them? Well, yeah, you can count them because they're
back together.
They're back together.
They're
That's
counting.
true.
They're touring.
That's true. Who would go after Molotov Solution?
Black Tongue.
Oh, good one. I didn't even think about that. Okay, good. Why didn't you go to the Black Tongue show with us?
Because I was on house arrest.
Oh, yeah, that was right.
Why didn't you go? Because I couldn't leave my house.
Sorry, buddy. I
Thanks.
forgot.
That's why I put them on my list.
They just played, well, not just played, a little while ago. They played at the Epic Problem, a.k.a. the old Transitions Art Gallery. And it was pretty much ridiculous. Okay, so after Black Tongue, who would play?
Cattle Decapitation.
That'd be awesome.
I know.
Who would play after that?
Thy Art is Murder.
Okay. God, that would be such a ridiculous lineup.
And the headliner?
Who's the headliner?
Come on now.
The Black Dahlia Murder.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, nice.
That's the sweetest fucking tour that would ever happen.
Could you imagine if that actually happened?
I would die a happy person.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, what about you?
Okay, so if I could put together a show right now.
Who's opening?
The opening band would be Tesseract.
Nice.
You haven't seen them yet.
Yes, I have.
You saw them with Elliot.
Yeah, remember I was drunk as fuck with them.
So that was Tesseract,
Animals as
Leaders, and
Between the Bear and Me,
Bear
but
and
we
Me.
didn't stay because I didn't like them.
Yeah, you didn't like them. So yeah, that's right. So that was the show I was expecting
At the Ritz.
I was expecting Dan to still be there.
And Elliot was there.
And Elliot came out. And Elliot, actually, I like him. I think he did an excellent job.
I thought he did a wonderful job.
So good.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
All right, so after Tesseract, who's playing?
Our boys from Minneapolis, Minnesota, After the Burial.
Oh, they're so awesome live.
One of the best top 5 live bands of my life, for sure, bar none.
Okay, who's playing after the Burial?
The band that we opened up this segment with, Vildhjarta.
Man, that's a badass tour so far.
The greatest set of 2013.
Who's playing after?
Our boys from France, Gojira.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Then nobody can play after them. Who's headlining?
The headliner, Meshuggah.
Oh, fuck. Where are we buying tickets? Can we get tickets now?
So here's I just thought of this. Where does your show happen?
Mine happens at the Ritz.
The Ritz? I would either have to go the Ritz or First Avenue in Minneapolis.
Okay, well, I've never been there, so I'd take your word on it.
Well, we'd have to, if we're going to do this theoretical thing, we can magically teleport there.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm going to go with the Ritz.
You're going to go with the Ritz for your show. I would say the Ritz too, just because I have a lot more of memories of the Ritz and Massacre and Ybor in general. Awesome. Okay, that was fun. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to take bands of all time.
This is going to be good.
Josh, who opens up your show for bands of all time?
Nirvana.
Damn it, I didn't even think of them.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm a smart fucking cookie.
Okay, cool. Nirvana. Who plays next?
Typo Negative.
Wow.
It's only going to get better.
Nirvana and Typo Negative.
Oh, it's going to get weird.
You've already got 2 dead guys, too.
Yep.
Okay, so who's playing after Typo Negative?
Tool.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Snot.
Above Tool?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It's my show.
I know, it's your show.
And you want to know who the headliner is?
Who's headlining this one?
Pantera.
Oh, yeah.
It's a weird vibe show, but it's
would
going to be awesome.
Where's that show going to happen at?
Epic Problem.
Yeah, okay.
No, I would, honestly, dude, if I had to pick one place to see that show at, I would say Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Oh, good call. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I was trying to think of a place that sounded good but wasn't too big, and that's absolutely perfect.
It'd be awesome there.
That's absolutely perfect. Sweet.
Okay, so who's opening up for yours?
Opening up for me, I don't want to give this away, but I'm going to right now by playing the song.
I know it.
Alice in Chains would be the opener.
Wow.
Yep.
They're opening?
Alice in Chains opens.
Okay. Who's playing after Alice in Chains?
Deftones.
Damn, dude. Damn. I just came in my pants.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you're only in 2 bands deep.
after Deftones?
Yeah.
Tool.
Oh,
Could you imagine?
because they do Passenger together.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, my
you're right.
God.
Oh my God, you're right. They could really do Passenger. I saw Deftones do Passenger with Dillinger Escape
Yeah, I
Plan.
was there.
Yeah,
At
with Greg.
Janice.
Yeah, Janice. I don't
And
think.
I don't think Greg did a good job, just in my opinion.
But I mean, nobody's Maynard.
Yeah.
But we got to hear that song live, and that was probably a once in a lifetime. That's not going to happen again.
All
I
right.
don't think.
So who's playing after Tool?
Pantera.
Nice.
The headliner.
Who's the headliner?
Is going to throw you off.
Who?
Led Zeppelin.
I would totally go to that show, dude. To see Zeppelin? Are you kidding me?
I tried to throw you for a whirl there, but could you imagine? Watching Pantera, then Led Zeppelin comes up?
I'd be like, what?
Whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love.
That's so awesome.
Cool. That was fun.
Yep, but now it's the new metal.
So next, we're going to talk about if we were back in high school and listening to new metal still. Josh, who would open up your new metal show?
And they would only be playing only the song off the first album. The opener would be Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, so Limp Bizkit comes up, what song do they play?
Only $3 Bill Y'all songs.
Oh, okay. I thought you just said they can only play one song.
No. only songs off $3 Bill. That's
Dude,
it.
If Limp Bizkit announced today
that they were doing a tour and it was just $3 Bill Y'all,
I'd go.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
I'd go in a
Because I'm
heartbeat.
calling Fred right now.
I'd go in a heartbeat.
Okay, so they're opening.
Okay, so who comes up after Limp Bizkit?
Switched.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah.
The what's the name? The album I remember is Red, and it has their logo, like kind of corner to corner. What the hell is the name of that album?
I don't.
forget.
I have it right now. In my car. But I don't know.
It's not this album though.
Yeah, this is that
Is it
album.
this album?
Yeah, this is the song that made them start. I saw them at the old Masquerade with like 15 bands in one day.
Oh my God.
And they were like the third band to go on.
One of the shows that starts at like noon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And K-Bob and my mom with me.
Oh my God. Did they stay all day?
Yes, they stayed all day and sat on the only couch in
my
the Masquerade.
God. For like 12 hours?
It was awesome.
Jeez. Wow, that's a good one. Who's after Switched?
Nothing Face.
Okay, I get that. I totally get that. You love them too.
Oh, I love them.
I never saw them.
I did one time.
Where?
And they were at that show.
At that same show?
At the same
Masquerade?
show. At the Masquerade.
Who headlined that show?
Cold.
Cold headlined?
Headline. And my mom and K-Bob had to leave because the bass was so heavy. My mom said her heart was jumping out of her chest.
Oh my God. Who else played?
Non-Point.
Okay.
Lifer.
Oh my God, I remember them.
Il Nino.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And a bunch of other bands.
And that was an all-day
Oh,
thing.
Lollipop Lustkill.
Oh my God, I remember those guys.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's crazy.
Okay, so.
Okay, who else?
Scrape.
Oh, yeah, they're from Orlando.
Yeah, dude.
That album, that first album, hang on. Josh, entertain the people. I got to pull that
Their
up. now
first
here.
album?
Yeah, I'm going to pull
yeah, you know what song, right?
I was just going to pull up the album in general. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great album.
The very first song is that What You Say.
Oh,
What
that
you
guitar
say?
riff in that song, dude. And they were so there were so many bands in the new metal era that were so underrated.
Well, yeah,
Switched
but-
was one of them. Nothing Face was one of them. Scrape was one of them.
Nothing Face went on to do 3 or 4 more
yeah,
albums.
but I mean, they weren't like huge.
No, they weren't. You're right.
They should have been.
You remember like Primer 55? and
Yes, dude. They were
Flaw
on
and all those
Mayfest. Oh,
bands?
dude, I've seen both of them live.
There
I saw Flaw at the State Theater during the first album, dude, and it was with Third Strike. Remember those guys?
Third Strike. I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, you don't want to remember that. It was garbage.
It was that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Here it is. This album brings back a lot of memories. My girlfriend at the time lived in Orlando, so I would drive from Tallahassee to Orlando to go see her once a month or so, or on the
Right.
weekends or whatever. And I would listen to this album. This would be the first CD I'd put in when I started the 3.5-hour road trip every single time.
Every song on this album kicks ass.
Yeah. Was that the headliner?
No.
Who do you got for the headliner?
You should know who the headliner is.
Oh,
American Head Charge.
American Head Charge, yeah, duh.
I've seen those guys. I've seen American Head Charge. I tallied up the last show because I said they were one of my. I saw them 15 times.
Wow. I do have you beat in amount of times seeing the same band.
Who?
27 times.
Holy crap.
Seven Dust. I've seen Seven Dust 27 times.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Lakeland.
Yeah.
They are basically they're pretty much based out of Atlanta, but they're also kind of based out of Orlando.
Yes, they
and
are.
And a couple of them used to live in Tallahassee. So between Atlanta only being a few hours from Tallahassee, Orlando, me living in Lakeland and driving to Tampa and Orlando for shows throughout high school, 27 times.
That's a lot of fucking times.
The last time I saw them was only last year.
In Minnesota.
In Minnesota, yeah. They just came through here and they were playing that acoustic tour.
I would have liked to gone to that.
Well, here's the thing, dude. I wanted to go and I can't remember for whatever reason I didn't go. But the live double album or the double wide acoustic album, they recorded 2 shows to be the DVD. They recorded the Tallahassee show, which I was at up front the entire time. And then they recorded the Atlanta show, and the Atlanta show was the one they ended up picking for the DVD. If they had picked Tallahassee, dude, I would have been in that DVD throughout the entire show. It would have been awesome.
Damn. All right. So, Jason, who opens your new metal
I'm gonna
tour?
I'm gonna bring this up, and I apologize because I should have had this up already, but you really got my juices flowing there with Scrape. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I listen to that. There's 4 songs that I have on my Spotify, and they come on all the time while I'm at work.
Yeah.
And that fat dude Frankie at work goes, he's like, "Who are these guys?" I was like, "Dude, really? How do you not know who they are?"
Yeah, and you're not gonna ever hear anything like that again.
No,
for sure.
If they got back together, dude, I'm there.
I wonder. I didn't really dig into it at the time, but
I don't know either.
I don't think they had an album after that. Even I think that
they,
was
no,
it.
they had one more album after that.
And that was
and
it?
it was kind of. That's what happens
sucks.
sometimes. That's what happened in new metal era.
Dude, these bands, they put out one good album and then they fizzle out. It happens all the time. All right, so opening my quote-unquote new metal show, if YouTube decides to load here, I cannot remember for the life of me where they're from right now, but Reveille.
Oh, dude. Yeah. They were at
Oh, come on, YouTube.
You know what's funny?
What?
You just said that?
Yeah.
They were at that show at the Masquerade.
Oh, they were at that Masquerade
with
show
K-Bob
too?
and my mom.
Yeah.
And lead singer, last song, gets on the stack of amps and does a front flip into the crowd.
Oh, nice. He used to do all kinds of crazy stuff like that.
Wow, that was a good one, dude.
I was lucky enough I got to see them in Tallahassee. They played at this bar that I don't even know is around anymore. It was called Floyd's Music Store. I saw Kill Switch there. I saw Mushroom Head there.
Oh, man, I love this.
I saw Avenged Sevenfold open for Mushroom Head back in the day. And
When
Avenged
they were
Sevenfold
good.
had the first album out, and that was it.
What, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet?
Yeah, and they were awesome. And then Mushroom Head came out. Anyway, so Reveille played, I think Nonpoint may have headlined that show.
Oh, dude, they're so good live.
So, anyway, I go out back after Reveille's set, and I was probably the only person there who knew the album and even knew who the hell they were. But so I end up going out back and talking to them. They're hanging out by the van and stuff, and I'm chit-chatting with them. I'm like, in my back of my head, I'm like, these guys are really young. I was probably 22, 23 at the time. So I asked the singer, I'm like, how old are you? He's like, 18. He was 18. The drummer was like 17. The other, the bass player was like 19. These were young ass dudes.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an awesome show. That was the only time I got to see them, but I would put them in my. They would open my.
So they're opening.
They're opening.
Who's playing after them?
You know this one.
Oh, snot,
Yep.
dude! I said that on my all-time one.
Yeah, you put this on your all-time.
Saw them once and it was amazing.
I don't even want to tell you about my snot experience.
Well, then I don't want to know.
It's very, very depressing. Oh, this is so good.
This
oh,
album,
man.
This album, I still crank this album
all day, buddy, all day.
Cause Viva fucking France, man! I love that song. My balls, your chin.
Yeah, it's the best.
I just lie just to fuck you.
I cannot remember off the top of my head if it was an Ozfest or a Livestock.
It was. I saw him at Ozfest. That's the year that Limp Bizkit was on, and Fred Durst had the big toilet.
Yeah.
And I heard that in every date they did.
Yeah.
Lynn always came out of the toilet naked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. So it must have been Ozfest. It's just hard for me to remember because there's been so many damn shows. I was running late, and as soon as I got up to where you could actually hear the music, they were finishing up.
Get out of here.
And that was it for me. That was my only opportunity, and I missed them. I heard about 4 seconds of whatever song they finished with. Very depressing.
That's depressing. They're actually touring right now.
Yes, they are touring. They're actually touring with a band who I kind of know from Minneapolis called Thyra.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Awesome, awesome,
showed
awesome.
me them.
Yeah, I know. We got to play some of them on this show. They're an incredible band. It's Snot, Thyra, and He Is Legend is headlining.
Get out of town, bro.
Right now, they're touring right now. They did Minneapolis already, and now they're doing like Iowa. They're doing all these teeny tiny little places like in the upper Midwest. It's crazy.
Come here.
I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Come to Florida.
Snot, even though it's not Lynn Straight, just
know,
come.
right?
All right, so who's playing after Snot?
System of a Down.
That's a good one.
Yep. I only got to see them once, and it was unfortunately at the Tampa Amphitheater. At the time, it was the Ford Amphitheater, I think.
Oh, the Mid-Florida
Maybe it was Mid-Florida, whatever the stupid
that is
name
now.
is this week. Yeah.
The 1-800-ASK-GARY, blah, blah, blah. Now it's the Mid-Florida Crack House. And
I think it was a Mayhem, maybe. Or a...
I don't ever think they were on Mayhem, bro.
What was Korn's big tour that they did?
Oh, Family Values.
Family Values. I think it was Family Values. Yes, but it was in that amphitheater. It sounded terrible. I've not seen them other than that.
Okay. Who plays after them?
Mudvanye.
Yeah, I've seen them a bunch of times.
And I say this, my headliner, only because the show I went to in 1999 at the Masquerade, and I saw Slipknot.
Oh.
Yep. Right after the first album came out. And could you imagine all those 8 people on that stage at the Masquerade?
It'd
just
be too
completely
cramped.
destroying the place. It was Cold Chamber, Machine Head, Slipknot in 99.
At the Masquerade.
At the Masquerade. Amazing show.
Wow.
Awesome. You did yours, right?
Yeah, I got all mine.
Sweet. Well, I'm all done too. That means we're going to take a quick break. We're going to let you guys ride out with the rest of this song by Snot. Have a good one. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. Jason and Josh here, the Headbanging Honkeys. That song we brought you back in with was by Sky Harbor. I always do that.
Scar Harbor.
The Skur Herber.
Oh my god, Scar Harbor.
Ermagerd Skur Herber. I know what you have to do.
What?
Do you know how to make memes? Like
No.
you can find meme generators online.
Okay.
And the picture's already there, and you just type in whatever you want, and it makes it for you.
Okay.
You got to do a Ermagerd Skurherber one because of my stupid ass.
Oh my god, Scar Harbor.
Ermagerd Skurherber. Song's called Celestial. Fantastic band. If you haven't not listened to them, they're along the lines of the very progressive metal scene, sort of Tesseract, that kind of thing. Animals as leaders. Real good stuff. So. This is going to be the end of it, the show for you guys today. Josh is going to talk to you a little bit about what shows are coming up, and we're going to wrap this up. So, Josh, what's coming up?
On December 16th, which is this Tuesday, it's the Eternal Enemies Tour with Emir. Every time. The Acacia Strain.
Nice, got it.
Fit for a King. And Kubla Khan. And the opener is Siler. But before that, I don't even know why they don't even have this. It's Straight from the Path.
Oh, they're on that tour?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the 16th. Where's it at? Orpheum?
It's at the Orpheum.
Nice. What else is coming up?
January 13th at the Orpheum. It's Periphery, Nothing More, and Woven War.
I'll be at that. It'll be interesting.
I'm going to go just for the beer and the titties.
I'm going to keep my guard up, but I'm going.
Why are you going to keep your guard up?
I'm not going to go in expecting anything. I'm just going to go and see what happens.
On January 25th at Epic Problem, you don't know who they are, but I do. It's an old hardcore band named Bane, and they're playing Epic Problem.
I've seen that name before.
And they are going to destroy that place, and I think I'm going to go to that.
That'll be awesome. What else?
January 28th at the State Theater, it's Napalm Death, Black Crown Initiate, and Ringworm.
Love Black Crown Initiate.
Those guys are amazing, and I can't wait to see Ringworm for the first time.
That's where at?
The State Theater.
At the State?
At the State Theater.
The State Theater.
What
else you got?
February 27th. This is a big show for me because I love every band on this tour. The headliners Stick to Your Guns, The Amity Affliction, 68, and the opener is In Heart's Wake, man.
Oh, nice. That'll
I'm
be awesome.
so ready to see those dudes.
I like them, and I just can't do the scream or the singing, man.
Okay, well,
I'll just plug my ears during those parts because the other parts are awesome.
They're so heavy, dude.
Very.
So the first album, dude, is when I first got out after you showed me like Glass Cloud and all these other bands.
Yeah.
And I heard them, dude, and I was like, holy shit, I love these guys.
Yeah, I every time you play them, I'm like, oh, this sounds awesome. And
And
then,
then,
it goes,
yeah, I know. I deal with it.
I know.
March 6th at Janus Live is the biggest fucking death metal show of the year.
What would that be?
Cannibal Corpse.
Oh boy.
Behemoth.
Oh boy.
And Eon.
Aeon.
Eon.
No, it is Eon. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Motherfucker. And
that'll be a sweet show,
That's
too.
up so far. That's what's going on.
We saw Eon open for
they were on Summer Slaughter.
Yes, they were on Summer Slaughter.
Yes, I do.
That was a Minneapolis show. Nice. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Hell yeah, man.
That's going to do it for us today. Episode 2 is in the books. Thank you guys for listening. Give us a tweet if you feel necessary. You can send us pictures of your butt or send us clips of your band.
Hopefully
or your
you're a chick
friends'
that
bands
sends us pictures of your butt.
Or, whatever you want. See you guys later. Have a good night, and we're going to rock you out here. We'll rock you out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 98.4. We're going to rock you out here.
Oh, man.
I suck, man. I'm so stupid.
It's okay.
Tesseract off the album Altered State. The song's called Of Matter. Have a good night.
Peace.